You know that feeling when you open a folder on your desktop?
Yeah, like you're looking for something specific.
Right, exactly. A folder labeled, say, financials. And instead of spreadsheets, you find a single recipe for banana bread.
Oh, that breaks your brain a little bit.
It really does. Because, we expect our labels to just perfectly match the contents inside.
We desperately want neat categories. I mean, especially when we're trying to learn a complex subject.
Yeah,
We really rely on the boundaries set by the table of contents to tell us exactly what we're looking at.
exactly. Which is why today's text throws us this massive editorial curveball.
It really does.
So for today's deep dive, we're looking at section 3.5 of chapter 3 from Psychology 2E.
Right, the section explicitly titled The Endocrine System.
Yeah. But the specific extracted focus we have from this text is literally just one word. And that word is neurotransmitters.
It is a glaring mismatch. So I'll step into the lecturer role today to try and parse what the authors were thinking here. Because placing that word under that heading, well, it disrupts everything.
And I will gladly play the student because I have some serious questions about this.
Go for it.
Okay, wait. So if we are studying the endocrine system, why is the only highlighted text about neurotransmitters?
It's a fair question.
I mean, that feels like opening a chapter on plumbing and only finding a sentence about electrical wiring.
Right. They seem like totally different networks.
Yeah. Aren't those completely different communication networks?
Well,
I mean, endocrine is systemic and the nervous system is localized.
yeah.
Finding neurotransmitters in section 3.5 feels like finding the controls for your company's mass email blasts buried inside the menu for direct encrypted Slack messages.
The Slack versus mass email analogy is great. It highlights exactly why this formatting choice is so jarring.
They operate on totally different scales.
They do, but this choice is clearly deliberate. The textbook authors purposefully dropped that word right in the middle of the endocrine discussion.
To force those two concepts to collide.
Exactly. But they want you to see that collision.
But why do it that way? Like, if they want to talk about how the systems work together, why not just have a separate chapter called How the Systems Interact?
Because, well, creating a separate interaction chapter just reinforces a false idea. The idea that these are distinct, isolated silos that only occasionally text each other.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, by embedding neurotransmitters directly into the endocrine section, the textbook makes a structural argument.
Like a formatting argument.
Exactly. It's saying you cannot accurately describe the systemic mass emails without acknowledging the encrypted Slack messages that trigger them.
Right.
The book's architecture is actually reflecting the biology itself.
Oh, wow. It's almost a philosophical point about how we learn.
It really is.
So for you listening, the big takeaway here is that categorization is, kind of an illusion.
An illusion we invented to make textbooks easier to print.
Exactly. But biology is a single, uninterrupted web.
Precisely. Biology doesn't read the textbook. It doesn't respect chapter breaks or headings.
Right. So even a single word placed in a seemingly contradictory section is a structural warning.
A warning not to view the body's systems in total isolation. You really have to look past the labels.
Which leaves you with something to really think about.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, as the lecturer, I'll let you ask the final question to wrap us up.
Fair enough. So think about this. If the textbook itself refuses to cleanly separate the endocrine system from neurotransmitters, where exactly does the boundary between our brain's chemical messaging and our body's physical responses actually lie?
Yeah.
Or, does that boundary even exist at all?